Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Tuesday's Tackle Tips. On today's tackle tip, we're going to go over spinnerbaits, specifically spinnerbait blades. Now, which type of blade you want to use heavily depends on the water clarity and the water temperature. And what I mean by that is, some blades move a little bit faster and some blades add a little more thump. Now, there are countless blades out there. You can go look up online and you can find up to 20, 30 different types of blades, and each one of those blades come in different sizes and different weights. But the biggest thing that I'm going to go over today are the two most common, which are Colorado blades and willow leaf blades, and they are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to your blade selection. So, I've got right here a Colorado bladed spinnerbait. And basically what a Colorado blade is it's a half circle kind of circular blade that's got a decently deep cut in it, and it's going to create a lot of thump, but it's going to move really slow through the water column. So typically if you're dealing with darker colored waters, that's what you're looking for. It's not going to be relying as heavy on the flash. Instead, you're relying on that thump through that water column to draw those fish in. In turn, though, you're not going to be able to burn it back as fast, else you'll run the risk of twisting up your line and really tangling up your situation. Now, what I've got here is a willow leaf blade. Now, this willow leaf blade is painted, so it's a little bit different. It's not going to rely on the shine, but willow leaves typically are going to pull a little more on the shine. They're also going to be able to streamline through that water column a little bit easier, but you're going to lose a lot of that thump. It's not as deep of a cut, it's not as big of a blade, so typically you're not relying on thump, you're relying on a lot more of a sight type attack. So shinier waters, clearer waters, you're using these willow leaves. Then what I didn't show y'all with this is you can actually pull combos. So this same one that I said has the willow leaf, it's a tandem blade, a combo blade. You can get combo blades all the way up to 4 blades. I'm probably going to do a video at some point talking about some of my weirdest spinnerbaits that I've got, because I'm a little bit of a connoisseur when it comes to spinnerbaits, so I've got a few really weird ones. This one's pretty run-of-the-mill other than the paint. The paint's a little bit odd, but this is a combo, so you're going to get a little bit of that best of both worlds. Sometimes you'll get a combo that has a willow leaf for the smaller blade and a Colorado for the bigger blade. The biggest thing that it comes to when you're playing with spinnerbaits is play around. I've said it in just about every one of my Tuesday tackle tips. Fishing is not a game of exacts. You got to get out there and you got to throw different things. The watercolor might be dark, but they're wanting willow leaf. The watercolor might be clear and shiny, but they're looking at Colorado blades. It all depends on your situation, and sometimes fish just don't want to bite a spinnerbait even when the weather's perfect, so none of this is going to matter. But the biggest thing is when you get in that situation and you're about to pull that spinnerbait out, check for what blades you need by checking water clarity and water temperature.